Today's sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And right away he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. To about the 26 here. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A little juke, and here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things,
You want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Man, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones, he'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Johnson's got it complete. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
The Bengals at 8-6 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Jones throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Again, he finds Moore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Throw again.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? Here we go. I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And this is going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And
his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular. Here we go. Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The 40. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. And not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
So now out is the Panther offense as he'll come in and go for the two-point try. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go, here we go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
So I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
Here's Jones throwing on first down, forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to look deep for Moore. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He wants Reynolds way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 27, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Jones on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Call that a very strong gain of 24. McCaffrey running up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. On 2nd and 9, Jones
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
On 4th down, Jones steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. Here we go. They've done so with that first run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow down around his goal line.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 27, Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On one, ready?
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing Jones. Looking left, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Moore, the man in motion.
Now Jones. He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Panthers. Noah Fant, 32 yards. And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
11.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. Oh, he bowls over it.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. And we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing a line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
I'm one, ready?
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
To throw is Jones. That's into the hands of Marshall. And he'll be brought down after a nice gain, a pickup of 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Jones. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The game's gone final in Indianapolis. And emerging victorious, the Colts. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Jones. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Jones. And that is incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through